Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Detroit.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from suburban Detroit. We are live at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. You look at Minnesota. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
They're trying to get this long road trip off on the right foot with the win here.
You're right about that. They love to be heading to the next city feeling good. There's nothing worse than staggering right out of the gate on a long road trip.
All fueled up and ready to go. To you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Lopez in at the point guard. Lopez with the steal, pushing it up. Finished off the break.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Lopez.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
That's tipped. Lopez with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Freak with the ball. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Towns, no luck. Detroit with the ball. 8-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from beyond.
Lights out is a real good way to describe it. Just take a peek at the box score. I mean, their percentage from deep was off the charts.
All going up court. Here's Lopez. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Now here's Drummond. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
And Towns gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Wiggins. Sinks that one from the post. Wiggins has got 8.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
What Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Garnett. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Lopez. Following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Fires it up. And again, it's Minnesota.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Passes it to Jennings. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal.
Yeah, just a sloppy start. He has got to do a better job of valuing the possessions.
I agree with you, Greg. Already 4 turnovers for him. You've got to trust your offense, and you've got to trust your teammates.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Minnesota. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Detroit.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Lopez with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Pistons trailed by 14. Jennings kicks to Meeks. It's back to Jennings. And it's off from 3-point range. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against Memphis.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots like that. Look at the game for Brandon Jennings. He already has 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Brandon Jennings hits them both. Timberwolves leading by 14. The drive by Lopez. No luck. Good D by Drummond.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Lopez throws it down.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And it's Martin that time on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 9 assists now tonight. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Poke loose. Lopez with the steal. On up the court. And yes, sir, that one drops. 10 points for Martin.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
You know, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
Here's Meeks following the score by Kevin Martin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Drummond. Lopez with the block. And pushing it up again is Minnesota, again in transition. Kevin Martin again. Martin's got 12 points in the game.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And checking out some stats for Drummond. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 13 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
Detroit making a switch. Jackson's checked in. For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, they're up towards the bottom of the league there. Last season, they only shot about 70%.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Lopez with the bucket.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Lopez with the steal. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Well, it's no secret. That's what they do. That's who they are. 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Drummond passes to Jackson. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Lopez. Drills it from outside. Lopez has got 13.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
That drops. 6 points for Reggie Jackson.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Pekovic. Soft touch off the glass.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Lopez with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Martin with the bucket. 16 points for him.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Just 5 on the clock. Jackson has the open look. They grab their own miss. The layup off target.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Lopez. No good on the three. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Lopez with the block. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage, a very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Andre Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Ilyasova. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Johnson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Jackson lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to Pekovic. And there's the feed to Lopez. Fades back. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nice job coming off that screen.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
A fader. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Jackson misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Well, they've come out and done a great job of getting some easy baskets from fast breaks. You like to see that.
And when you don't allow that defense to set up and get out in transition, offense becomes a lot easier for you.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And the pass to Meeks. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jang, a screen. Lopez dishes to Jang. And Muhammad kicks to Lopez. Hits it from 3-point range. Lopez has got 21. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Meeks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Meeks got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lopez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 10. Meeks outside. Rebounded by Pekovic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Lopez with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson for 3. Lopez, no luck. To the middle, here's Meeks. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Meeks got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And the release. Welcome back. A different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Ilyasova comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Jody Meeks in for Brandon Jennings. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Martin comes in for Muhammad. Zach LaVine's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Lopez in for Ricky Rubio. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Creek is out there with LaVine. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. Lopez outside. Dishes it to Towns. Jackson against Lopez. But they'll get another chance. Pekovic with a screen. Stolen by Jackson. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He finished with 60 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
The Pistons have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And the shot is good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Jackson drives in and stolen by Pekovic. Lopez against Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Another triple from Lopez. Lopez has got 6 points in the quarter.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. Off target from outside. Detroit's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Johnson with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Meeks, good. Minnesota's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Lopez. Off target with his 3. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got 28 points for the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Lopez, no luck. This Pistons squad struggling.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
The Pistons have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Jackson. He has 29 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Drummond.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Dallenberg sets a screen for Jackson. No good on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 22. Ring shot on the way. And the shot is long.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Timberwolves shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Lopez drives in with the fadeaway. And that one's good. Lopez has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has.
Wow. And for the Pistons, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Over to the wing. Outside, Meeks. They get it back. Johnson kicks to Ilyasova. Screen by Dallenberg. Inside. They shoot again. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Lopez. And another 3 for Minnesota.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
Jackson passes to Dallenberg. Back to Jackson. Again, the Pistons score.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Lopez. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Detroit with the ball. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. It's Jackson with the drive. Out to the right wing. Meeks. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Levine dishes to Lopez. And the 3-ball is good. Lopez has got 39.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
No good on that last second attempt there. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half, his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar to make sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Drummond in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Lopez, no luck. The Pistons shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. There's Jennings with the 3. Pistons keep it alive, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Now Jennings following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Here's Meeks. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Lopez. Sinks the triple. Lopez has got 42 in the game.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Jennings kicks to Meeks. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wiggins, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
How about Wiggins in this 12 points? He's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
For Detroit, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And so Meeks nails both of them. Minnesota leading by 21. Lopez outside. Takes a 3. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's Jennings. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Lopez, no luck.
He's frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Timberwolves keep it alive. Wiggins, and the bank shot is good. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter. A different look here for Detroit. Morris comes in for Ilyasova. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Johnson. And then for Minnesota, Zhang comes in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Martin. Now, here is Morris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Lopez against Jennings. Lopez, no luck. Pistons trail by 20.